after the end of bipolarity, no doubt the world had become unipolar, you can say. Unipolar means that was a time when Soviet Union had disintegrated, and that gave more significance to USA. And as I have been repeatedly saying that that particular situation has not still yet, we cannot say that the significance of US has ended, but yes, now we can more or less say that we are in a multipolar world. We can say we are in a multipolar world, but at that particular time after 1991, it was the US hegemony that began. The US hegemony मतलब आप अगर इंडिया के भी कोई भी छोटी 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 चीज़ों को लोगे, if you read the chapter thoroughly, second book मतलब से अगर if you want, if you are interested, you can read that next chapter, you will understand that US का जो model of education है, that is right now prevalent in the entire world. That is MBA. आपकी बुक का ही क्वेश्चन है, it is not from my side. MBA. If you look into the word MBA, this was first of all coined in US. ये पहले US में शुरू हुआ था, and today every person, whether he is from commerce background or science background, everyone wants to do MBA. So this was of course the gift of US. Then McDonaldization means the coming up of McDonald. Chips, French fries, these are also the gift of US. Then third, the wearing of jeans, that is the blue jeans, the ripped jeans that we are wearing today. This is also the outcome of what we call as US. And these are the one which has affected our personal lives. लेकिन अगर हम पॉलिटिकल देखें तो ग्लोबलाइजेशन, अगर हम इकोनॉमिक देखें तो many of the countries are now using many of the infrastructure that was built up by US. US ने जो है आपका सी लाइन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन बनाया था, so that is there. These all have added. That is why what we call as the world had become unipolar. इसीलिए बोला जाता है because after the end of the disintegration of USSR, it was US who had prominent place. Then one more incident which is said as the Gulf War, the first computer war, it is also called as the computer war. It was also a significant feature of the after, you can say the after era of bipolar world, that is post bipolar world. This was in 1990, that is in August 1990, when Iraq invaded Kuwait. दोनों वैसे तो पड़ोसी हैं in the UAE area, and they wanted, Iraq जो है it wanted to annex the area because it's full of oil resources. There were many diplomatic attempts, कोशिश की गई थी कि इराक अपने जो ये मतलब कि जो अग्रेशन है इसको छोड़ दे. Then the UN intervened so that उनको जो है ज़बरदस्ती वहाँ से निकाला जाए. That was the period when आपका कोल्ड वॉर का डेडलॉक भी ख़त्म हो रहा था. दूसरी तरफ जो मतलब कि यूएस प्रेसिडेंट है, he said that this is the emergence of a new world order, and around 6,60,000 troops from more than 34 countries gave support to US, and they fought against Iraq, and that is what we call as the first Gulf War. The first Gulf War के दौरान सद्दाम हुसैन मतलब he was very much confident that this is going to be the mother of all wars, and they were very confident right now. जैसे हमारे अफगानिस्तान के भाई बंधु हैं कि they are going to defeat America. उनको लगा था कि they would definitely defeat America, but they were unaware of the fact that America had more powerful nuclear arsenal. They had underestimated US military arsenals. This revealed, ये जो first Gulf War था, that revealed that there is a vast technological gap. That is what US has and what other countries have. And इस जो ये war था, it was publicized. It was use of so-called smart bombs जो यूएस ने लिया था, and that is why it is also called as computer war. This is also called as computer war. So this particular portion is also part of your what you call as end of bipolarity. This will also be included, right? Then this is one which happened just when the bipolarity was ending, when unification of Germany was there. लेकिन उसके साथ आपके एक और बात आई थी, and that we call as Arab Spring. If you all want that, you want the material for this, I'm going to share it already. I think I had shared it, but I'm going to share this particular PPT on your WhatsApp. You also have Arab Spring as a reference material in CBSE's site. It's a very small portion, but it is there in CBSE's site. So you can also go through that. Now, what is the word Arab Spring means? आपका Arab Spring हम किसको कहते हैं? As we saw that the world was turning into more democracies, democratizations of many West Asian countries. There were many institutions which were set up by many of the countries, and out of that there was one event which is said as Arab Spring. This is the map you can see. These are Mauritania, Morocco, Tunisia, and this white Tunisia is the center point. It is the center point. And you can see all Saudi Arabia, Yemen, that is आपका ये सारा Middle East है. The Arab Spring was a wave of pro-democracy protest and uprisings that took place in the Middle East and North Africa in 2010 and 11. What was that? We have already read in Nationalism in Europe. हमने Nationalism in Europe में पढ़ा था, that is in 10th standard, that there were many countries which had fought the authoritarian regimes. जो वहाँ पर authoritarian regimes थे, उनको जो है fight कर रहा था. Similarly, these protests were against the authoritarian regimes in Middle East and North Africa. But it began in Tunisia in 2010 and later on it spread to the other place. So आपके पेपर में question आपका movement कहाँ start हुआ, that can be there. See, this is there. These are the original pictures in fact. Some of them are क्योंकि 2010 was already the WhatsApp zamana, so this is there. It involved strikes, demonstrations, marches and rallies by ordinary citizens in several West Asian countries. What were their main ideas? Removal of the dictators and authoritarian regimes, putting a stop to human rights violations, addressing the corruption, economic turmoil, क्योंकि ये areas ऐसे हैं, अगर आप देखो तो economically they are what we can say bit backward. Problems of the young, educated and unemployed population. This is इनकी फोटो आती भी है, मतलब लास्ट ईयर ही दिस वॉज मतलब कि आया था, दिस हैड बीन एडेड. December 2010, 26-year-old Tunisian Mohammed Bouazi set himself on fire. मतलब उसने सेल्फ इमोलेशन किया था. सेल्फ इमोलेशन इज अपने आप को आग लगा लेना. इन प्रोटेस्ट ऑफ द अथॉरिटीज हु वर प्रिवेंटिंग हिम फ्रॉम सेलिंग वेजिटेबल्स ऑन द स्ट्रीट. आजकल तो आपने देखा ही है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. व्हेन वी आर सोशल मीडिया इज एक्टिंग एज अ की, ये उस वक्त की बात थी. Tunisian President Ben Ali was overthrown after a month of protest against his rule in Jan 2011 और वो वहाँ से सऊदी अरेबिया भाग गया था. Mohammed Bouazi's act of self-immolation acts as a catalyst, means it is a catalyst मतलब it actually brought the ignite the Tunisian revolution and inspired similar revolutions across the entire Middle East. और उसका ये जो एक act था, that was you can say a catalyst, that was something which gave spark to others. जैसे दूसरी कंट्रीज में जो लोग इसी तरीके की प्रॉब्लम्स को सहन कर रहे थे, उनको भी लगा कि दे कैन ऑल्सो कम ऑन द रोड, दे कैन ऑल्सो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट, दे कैन ऑल्सो गेट रिड ऑफ द अथॉरिटेरियन गवर्नमेंट्स. So that is why his name is taken with respect. Now this is Egypt. पहला हमने पढ़ा था Tunisia, right? Now we are moving towards Egypt. In Jan 2025, mass protests are held in Tahrir Square in Cairo, Egypt, because they were against the authoritarian president who had appointed himself as a presidency for 30 years. Hosni Mubarak. It was there in paper, a good amount was there. Now ये तो था आपका सेकंड. नेक्स्ट वॉज सीरिया. सीरिया में तो आज भी है, दैट यू ऑल नो, टिल डेट दैट प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. प्रो डेमोक्रेसी प्रोटेस्ट बिगैन इन सीरिया. सिटीजन्स डिमांडेड, मतलब ये चाहते थे देयर शुड बी डेमोक्रेसी, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस, स्ट्राइक्स एंड वायलेंस ऑल अराउंड, द प्रेसिडेंट बशार al-Assad had to step. That there was an emergency rule which has been there till since 63, and अब कम से कम the freedom is there for the press, speech or assembly. But yes, आज भी Syria is having the civil war, the war between different communities living over there, claiming for complete autonomy. जैसे आपका उसमें था, श्रीलंका में था, वैसा they are having a kind of civil war there. This is Libya. अभी recently also Libya was there in the news. The rebels in Libya take control of Tripoli, and Colonel Muammar Gaddafi is captured by rebels, tortured and killed. This uprising in Libya is still there. We never know when it is going to end. You can see the kind of protest, the demonstrators. Bahrain was wrecked by unrest in February 2011 when demonstrators occupied Manama Pearl roundabout. This is a key place. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पर you can say parliament houses, demanding more democracy. The King Hamad, who has been in power since 1999, was able to suppress the uprising successfully. So, what we learn is Arab Spring resulted in regime changes in countries like Tunisia, Egypt and Libya. Not all the movements, however, could be successful. Like जैसे हमने ये देखा, यहाँ पर it was not successful. Means in Bahrain there was no success because the king had tried to suppress. But at least if the end goal was increased democracy and cultural freedom, कम से कम उनको ये है कि yes, अब उनको ये तो पता है कि there is something they cannot ignore. अगर वो लोग ज़्यादा शोर मचाएंगे तो होगा क्या, एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा when they would not be allowed. हो सकता है कि किंग को मार डाल दिया जाएगा, हो सकता है जो किंग है he might have to step down like other countries. So that has given them more democratic freedom. In fact, for many countries enveloped by the revolts of the Arab Spring, the period since has been hallmarked by increased instability and oppression. This is because, beta, after Arab Spring, there have been areas जहाँ पर most of the countries are now able to understand, or you can say most of the people are now able to understand what is the meaning of democracy. And when they see countries like India or US, मतलब इंडिया इसलिए मैंने वर्ड लिया बिकॉज इंडिया जो है इट इज़ डेवलपिंग कंट्री, येट हमारी जो डेमोक्रेसी है वी हैव इंटरनल डिफरेंसेस, वी हैव इंटरनल डिफरेंसेस, बट दीज डिफरेंसेस हैव नेवर been a threat to our constitution. These differences have never, what we call as, has become a threat to democracy. आज तक प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं हमारे पास में, लेकिन ये जो डेमोक्रेटिक रिजिम के लिए जो एक लड़ाई है वो नहीं हुआ है. और हम लोग जो है वी हैव बीन, यस हमारे जो गवर्नमेंट है दे हैव बीन स्टेबल, नो डाउट स्टेबिलिटी में हम लोगों ने लड़ाई की है. देयर हैज़ बीन यू नो बाय पोल्स, देन मिड टर्म पोल्स हुए हैं, बट दैट हैज़ नेवर इफेक्टेड कि हमारी जो कंट्री है वो ओवरथ्रो हुई हो. अगर आप पाकिस्तान का देखोगे they had military regime. If you look at our second neighbor Bangladesh, वहाँ पर रहा. Then in Nepal, if you look, they had a monarchy and they had overthrown. और अभी भी वहाँ पर जो है the democracy cannot be said as stable. अभी just I think 3 months back, the prime minister had to step down. Again he was elected. तो अभी भी वहाँ instability है. तो अगर हम उन countries को देखें तो India has a stable democracy. Then US, UK, so those countries which are democratic in all the terms have been enjoying power, they have been enjoying cultural freedom, they have been enjoying economic freedom, but the same thing is not there in Tunisia, Egypt or Libya. मेरे मतलब some people who are known to me, they always tell कि इजिप्ट में जब आप जाते हो no doubt they have a very good this historical and literary figures बहुत हैं, but on the other hand it is not as open as we are. So that is why ये जो लास्ट में लिखा हुआ है कि in fact for many countries enveloped by the revolts of Arab, the period since has been hallmarked by increased instability and oppression. मतलब बहुत जगहों पर, लिबिया में अभी भी वो प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, सीरिया का तो अभी हम लोगों ने देखा ही था, देयर वर बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट एंड ऑल. इन अफगानिस्तान वी आर ऑलरेडी विटनेसिंग द violation of human rights, that too in an atrocious manner. In an atrocious manner, though it is not part of your syllabus, but it is of course part of our political science. So these all shows that some of the movements have been successful, some of them have not been successful, yet people now want more autonomy. People now want that they should be politically and economically free. People now want that it should not be a bipolar or unipolar world, it should be a multipolar world. So this is the entire chapter, that is end of bipolarity. इसके अंदर जो लास्ट हम लोगों ने किया था that was the first chapter from NCERT. The added one is आपका Gulf War, then Arab Spring. It is one of the important term that has been added here. These are all part of your syllabus. I why this is called as global war on terror, that is आपका 11 सितंबर, that is सितंबर, हम इसको जो है 9/11 बोलते हैं. Sometimes a question even comes, why do we call it as 9/11? 9/11 मतलब September, because it's the American style that they write the month before. तो 9/11 था, that was on 11 September. Their 4 aircraft had tried to crash and it killed around 3,000 people. It was not the killing of 3,000 people, but it was what US perceived as an attack on entire globe. And what they said is, those who were suspected, मतलब जिनको उन्होंने इसमें सस्पेक्ट किया था, they were Al-Qaeda and the current Taliban. द करंट तालिबान, ये दोनों थे इस अटैक के पीछे. इट वॉज सस्पेक्टेड दैट अल-कायदा एंड तालिबान रेजिम वॉज देयर. सो उस वक्त में तो द तालिबान रेजिम जो था, इट वॉज ओवरथ्रोन एंड यूएस हैड टेकन इट एज अ मतलब कि अपना पर्सनल अटैक, एंड दे हैड मासिव अरेस्ट ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. एक टाइम ऐसा था कि इंडिया के अंदर के इवन द मुस्लिम्स, जिनके नाम मुस्लिम्स में होते थे, दे वर चेक्ड. मतलब देयर वाज इवन अ न्यूज़ कि एक बार शाहरुख खान को भी चेक करा गया था, एंड इवन एवरीवन कंडेम्ड दैट किसी के नाम के अगर खान या कुछ है तो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू. बट दे हैड टेकन इट ऑन अ पर्सनल ग्राउंड, एंड एवरी पर्सन specifically from the Asian region were treated in a very wrong manner. There are so many movies also on that. एक मुझे याद नहीं है, but एक कटरीना की एक मूवी है, नील नितिन मुकेश एंड कटरीना की मूवी है, आई डोंट रिमेंबर दैट एग्जैक्टली, उसमें भी है. So they had taken and detained in their secret prisons. गुतेनबर्ग उनका जो है गुंतनामाओ बे करके एक मतलब प्रिजन है, विच इज़ अ वेरी, इट इज़ एक्चुअली अ यूएस नेवल बेस इन क्यूबा. क्यूबा में है वो, और वहाँ ये जितने प्रिजनर्स थे, दे वर 600 प्रिजनर्स, मोस्टली फ्रॉम द एशियन कॉन्टिनेंट्स. They were confined to the prisoners. They were not allowed to even hire a lawyer. They were not allowed to talk to their family members, and they had to face atrocious, treatment by US. It was later Amnesty International, जो Amnesty International है, which is a human rights commission, उन्होंने इंटरफेयर करके जो मतलब कि ये प्रिजनर्स हैं इनको आज़ाद करवाया था. So that is what they said, that it is called as a global war on terror. Means ये global war was initiated by US, and this was because their Pentagon building and their मतलब कि जो World Tower था, that was attacked by the terrorists. And there were two groups, Al-Qaeda and Taliban, who are supposed to be the suspects. Right? An Iraq invasion I have already done, which is also called as the computer war. So these all are the part of your syllabus. That is how the world ended. The very first हम लोग कहेंगे end of bipolar world was signified by the unification of Germany. Now in the last class also I had taken up this concept. Again I am telling you that जब यूनिपोलर हुआ, सॉरी बाइपोलर हुआ था, बाइपोलर का मतलब क्या हो जाता है, एक बीच में दीवार खड़ी कर देना. सो जब ये बाइपोलर हुआ था तो उस वक्त में some people from this eastern side they were supporting USSR. अगर आप पोलैंड को देखो, if you look into the map of Poland, what we call as Polish, तो पॉलिश में ही देवर जर्मन पॉलिश, देवर ऑस्ट्रियन पॉलिश, देवर पोलैंड पॉलिश. सो पोलैंड जो है दैट वाज कम्प्लीटली सपोर्टिंग अ सोशलिस्ट. फिर पोलैंड के थोड़े बार में आ जाता आपका जर्मनी. उस वक्त में दे आर ऑल पास पास में. तो जर्मनी का जो था, when the meeting took place, so it was decided that some of the people who supported the western alliance, they all, that is the France side, आपका जो आपका फ्रांस का साइड है जो, वो सारा आपका जो है वेस्टर्न अलायंस की तरफ चला गया. टू डिवाइड दिस, टू हैव क्लैरिटी, a long wall was constructed. जर्मनी कहती है कि this wall was not a wall which divided the world, but it is a wall which divided their hearts. Which divided their hearts. Because that divided Berlin, the capital, into two, East Berlin and West Berlin. The base was communist and capitalist, but that also divided the people into two. So that is why its unification later on was a symbol, was considered as a symbol. ये इतनी लंबी वॉल बनाई गई. The wall symbolized that the world has divided. That was based on the geographical area actually. It was based on the geographical area. आधा आधा हिस्सा हो गया. But when things turned sour in USSR part, क्योंकि USSR के पार्ट में आपके वो कंट्रीज़ हैं, अगर आप देखो in your map, ये वो कंट्रीज़ हैं those who have not been developed neither in the earlier stage or nor ही today. अभी भी इनमें से आधी जो कंट्रीज़ हैं they are struggling either through tourism or through trade with other countries. Right now with part of EU they are trying to come up, develop their economy. So during that particular period, during the communist regime, they all had to face lots of troubles. और सबसे बड़ी ट्रबल क्या थी? यूएसएसआर जिन्होंने इनको प्रॉमिस किया था that we would be looking after your needs, did not heed to their needs. If development took place, that was in one particular place, you can say मतलब कि आपका मॉस्को या फिर रशिया, it was confined to those areas, not to the other areas. There were bureaucratic system, there was rampant corruption, वहाँ करप्शन भी ज़्यादा था, ब्यूरोक्रेटिक सिस्टम भी था, एंड सिस्टम एकदम मोनोटोनस हो रहा था. दो दे वर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, दो दे वर डूइंग, बट द क्वालिटी, द टेक्नोलॉजी डिड नॉट मैच दैट ऑफ द वेस्ट. Slowly these countries started losing their interest, and ultimately one by one they started pulling off, and ultimately that led to disintegration. But this disintegration, जितना असर इसने बाकी कंट्रीज पे किया था उससे ज़्यादा असर हुआ था रशिया के, सिर्फ रशिया के अंदर, वेयर देयर वॉज अ शॉक थेरेपी, दैट इज अ सडन ट्रांजिशन फ्रॉम कम्युनिस्ट टू डेमोक्रेसी. दैट वॉज अ इकोनॉमिक shock because the value of ruble had declined. The state owned industries had to be forcefully sold out to the private one. That was again rampant corruption. The people were given some, they had been given some vouchers, but they could not use it because लोगों की savings वैसे ही खत्म थी. So they sold out to those people who were intending to buy those industries. Yet, one plus point for Russia was that it could retain its seat in the UN and mark in the military arena it has maintained. Then over the period, and that is why उसके बाद क्या हुआ, when it was announced, जब ये मतलब कि formally announce हुआ कि वॉर्सॉ पैक्ट आपका जो है वो ख़त्म हो चुका है, जब ये अनाउंस हुआ कि वॉर्सॉ पैक्ट आपका ख़त्म हो गया है, नाटो इज स्टिल देयर, नाटो इज स्टिल देयर. इवन अभी भी अफगान की जो प्रॉब्लम है उसमें भी नाटो हैज़ इंटरवेंट, बट वॉर्सो पैक्ट आपका ख़त्म हो गया. सो व्हेन दिस वाज अनाउंस्ड फॉर्मली, द पीपल स्टार्टेड गोइंग टू द वॉल्स, वहाँ उन्होंने जो है मतलब कि होल्स बनाए इधर से उधर, मतलब कूदे वो लोग ऊपर, मतलब कि वॉल को चढ़कर किसी ने तोड़ने की कोशिश की, एंड दैट ब्रेकिंग वॉज not only the breaking of the walls, but it was also unification of Germany, that was also end of the bipolar, that was also the starting of unipolar. Then series of other incidents followed, like अगर आप सेकेंड चैप्टर को थोड़ा सा पढ़ना चाहोगे तो मैं आई डेफिनेटली सजेस्ट यू एज अ पार्ट ऑफ सिलेबस, आई से कि यू कैन सी दैट, आप देख सकते हो that after that US had a good control. That is what we call as US hegemony. Whether it was economical, whether it was cultural, whether it was technological, everywhere it was trying to. But yet, the word what we call as globalization had more impact. Now the countries started their relations across with trade. ट्रेड आपका, एजुकेशन, द मूवमेंट ऑफ व्हाट वी कॉल एज फ्लो ऑफ लेबर, फ्लो ऑफ कैपिटल, ये आपका ज़्यादा हो गया फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर, एंड फ्लो ऑफ नॉलेज ये आपका हो गया. सो पीपल स्टार्टेड वन प्लेस टू अनदर और धीरे धीरे द वर्ल्ड बिकेम अ ग्लोबल विलेज. In the meanwhile, you had European Union at one particular place, you have SAARC at one particular place, you have ASEAN at one particular place. So you can also say that the regional differences which earlier erupted वो खत्म हो गया, and there was a regional unity. So now we cannot exactly call we are in a unipolar. We are, but we cannot exactly call. Now we are driving slowly towards a multipolar. Countries like India have come up. International उसमें हमारे काफ़ी we are having a say. The era also marked Gulf War, Iraq invasion, then the unrest in Middle East. And unrest वाला जो part है बेटा वो अभी भी there are unrest in some of the parts in Middle East, like Syria and Libya का अभी recently we all had witnessed there was violence there. अफगान अभी चल रहा है वहाँ पर तालिबान का. So still these areas are still affected and still they haven't come up, right? So with this we end up this chapter what we call as end of bipolar world.